Folks, welcome to another episode of Undercover ET. Happy Sunday to you. I know it's pretty gruesome out there. If you're in the UK, it's not looking good outside. So let me try and brighten the day with some UFO evidence. We've got quite a little bit to go over, so let's get straight into it. And first off, we've got Gavin Young posted a photo on the group page Undercover ET-UFO/UAP evidence, and he's been uploading evidence for me. For Norfolk, UK, he's been sending me private messages and stuff, sending me some bits and bobs, which I've already posted. But this is just an old photo from August 15th of this year, and he's picked something up. So let's just go straight into the footage. That's what he took. Lovely photo of the beach, East Coast beach of England. Probably looks a lot better and nicer than it normally would, especially today. This place, the whole East Coast is really prevalent for UFOs, and it's really important if you're living on the East Coast, folks. If you're out and about and you capture anything in the skies, or you got a moment of a clear sky and a plane going through it, just pull your phone out and start filming. Start filming the plane, zoom in. You never know what's going to come by. And that's what Gavin does. And sure enough, he zoomed in on an old photo and he's captured a white orb alongside a bird, which apparently the bird flies off and the orb vanishes eventually. Gavin, I've got a few questions for you on this one. Just confirm with me in the comments that the bird did in fact fly off and the orb just vanished. And second one, did you see anything else in the sky? Because normally with orbs there are black objects, and I have found one. Don't get excited because I can't confirm because it is miles away. Well, it's hard to see on this camera anyway, like on the shot that we've got, because it's very small. But I'm not sure if you can see that there. Probably about 2 o'clock from the main picture. And I'm going to zoom in now and just give you guys the dot that I'm seeing. But it's always a telltale sign, you know, if you've captured what you think is an orb or an actual UFO, then you want to look out for these smaller, I would guess that we call them dragon UAP, or I like to call them hockey puck UAP. It really depends on how they're flying through the air and their visual. But yeah, take a look at that. And let me know what you think, Gavin. I appreciate you uploading that onto the group. And keep doing it, buddy. Keep doing it. As long as it's good, I'll keep sharing it. So, on to the next. We've got Port St. Lucie, which I believe is in Florida. This one was posted by Sean C. Negron. And yeah, it's a lightning storm, folks. And what I find interesting about this one is he mentions that he captures something at 13 seconds, okay, and you'll see it very clear what he's captured. But then he posts later on that day or the next day, he posts again saying, sorry, there was a lot more in the actual video, and there was. So if we look here, this is the object that comes out at 13 seconds. We've also got 2 lights here and a potential third light a bit higher up, so almost forming a triangular formation. Let me know what you think in the comments, folks, and keep your eye on this. But this is the first anomaly that he picked up on. Obviously, it's a light object just zipping out from the lightning cloud there. We've still got these objects now showing up. See how there's potentially one up here, much further up the screen. Not too sure. 1, 2, 3, maybe one faint light here, which I don't know. I don't know what we're looking at, folks, but I thought I just saw one here as well. I fully suspect, and just as the camera's moving over, this is a lens flare, by the way. So's that, it's a lens flare. Look at this object here. Unfortunately, it doesn't stay on it. We've got these 3 lights again. Really, really good clip though. I'm just going to play it one more time for you without stopping it at all, just so that you guys can enjoy it. I do love it as well when someone's filming a lightning storm and then something like this happens and it's unexpected. It's really cool. What the hell was that? Oh, here we go. Here we go, folks. We're doing it again. We're doing it again. Slowed it down this time. We've got a white dot up here as well. Potentially one here. Whoa! What is going on over the skies of Florida? Did you see that, folks? I'm going to try and capture it. Whoa, what is that? Seeing this? Check that out in the right hand corner, folks. Look. What is that? Ain't nothing strange happening here, folks. Ain't nothing strange happening here. Alright. So, we've got things flying in the air. We've got orbs coming past. We've got potential UFO in the sky. We've already seen a light orb or a light being shoot out of the lightning and off. And we've seen exactly the same thing actually in Geneva, Italy. If folks remember that video from Geneva, Italy, looked almost the same. Oh, what's that? We've got something poking out the cloud here. Oh, another light source here. Another one here. Something is moving through this cloud, folks, or causing this disruption, or these lights are still here. This is insane footage, folks. These three might be stars, just because they seem stagnant. But you've got a light here that's blinking in and out. You've got this thing that's flying through here. Really good footage, folks. And we had the orb as well that came across. So these three might be just planets that are stagnant. There's one here that might be stagnant as well. But the stuff that's really clearly moving, folks, is unexplainable, at least from my perspective. So well done, Sean, for posting that one. I thought it was really good, to be honest with you. Okay, folks, this next one is brilliant. So this was posted by Barry Lee 14 hours ago. UFO sightings footage. Farmer on his property in Devon, England, March 5th, 2011. Alright, so it's before the public really had hold of any decent CGI. Obviously filmmakers did. But this, it's a bit grainy because, you know, as you would expect for 2011, the cameras aren't going to be great. But the footage is pretty damn good, folks. Check it out. Nice and windy. Look at that. And that's it. Now, we've seen footage like this before. Folks, I don't know if you remember when I showed a video a few weeks back, and I wasn't sure whether the video was in Nepal or it could have been in the mountains of Canada. It was the one that I mentioned yesterday that had been taken down. This thing moves off very similar. Like, it shoots off in a very similar way. It looks as dated as that video as well. But what gets me, and this is why I like seeing this stuff, because we're seeing lots of orbs in the sky, and we see a lot of this. We see a lot of... So that's just changed from a physically hard object that we could see. I know it's moved super duper fast, but it's basically gone translucent. You keep hearing me use these same words, translucent. it's turned into this energy orb and gone. And this is what I've been saying. And I don't know whether this is real or fake, but this is what I've been saying the whole time. These things can travel like this. And when you see something small, like even a tennis ball size that looks like this, we should be concerned about what it actually is. Because clearly, these things can be huge. And I would imagine, even if you stepped inside this thing, it could seem even bigger on the inside still. Our perception is being messed with here. And I couldn't tell you how it all works, but isn't that amazing? Isn't that an amazing bit of footage, folks? Fake or real, like. And I'm looking for the black orbs as well. Admittedly, I haven't seen any, but we can't see right above. You know, there's a whole lot of sky, and in that moment he's only filming the UFO close to the ground, which is quite rare, isn't it? It's quite rare to see that. I don't think I can play it in any higher quality, folks, which is a shame. Amazing. And the dog seems a little bit freaked out as he's like, hell, I'm getting out of here. I am out of here. Yeah. Excellent photo. Thank you, Barry, for sharing that one. I love the fact it's in Devon as well. If anyone knows what this part of Devon might be, let me know. It's a beautiful part of the country. Well done. Well done indeed. Okay, on to the next. And we're getting there, folks. We are getting there. We have got one in... We're back in Wales, folks. We're back in Wales. So this one was taken from a flat in Canton, Cardiff. Okay, which I think that's just outside of Cardiff Central. It looks a little bit on the sticks, if that's... Oh no, that's something else. Canton, Cardiff. We'll have a look in a mo, see where that is. But this one was taken by Jacob Coleman, and 6th of August 2024. Filmed last week, not far from my flat in Canton, Cardiff. The object has two spheres spinning around it. Funnily enough, I showed footage out of Wales recently, and other footage where there's orbs spinning around these things. Now this one looks really, really interesting because it reminds me of a clip I showed a few weeks back as well. This thing was zipping through a garden and over a garden fence. For anyone who's been following my videos, it looks very similar. It's got this white aura around it. It's got something. It's changing shape as it moves, or it's got these orbs spinning around it extremely fast. Look at that. Constantly moving, folks. It's constantly moving. And no idea. It doesn't even look like a conventional, you know, saucer UFO like we just saw in Devon. It's insane. And I know it looks like the camera's shaking a lot, and it is, but that thing is also moving around fast. Like the thing that's moving around the main object, so that's why it's glitching as well. It looks like it's a very strange object, folks. Very, very strange indeed. It's lost focus there. Cracking footage though. Cracking footage. Hard to explain as well. Like, military would have a job saying that's a balloon or a kite, you know, or a satellite. It just, and these are the ones that shouldn't be dismissed. I know they look absolutely insane, but they shouldn't be dismissed because they are insane. That's the whole point. So yeah. All right, folks. On to X. So we've got this one to go over, and it really is incredible. I'm just going to see if we get a place. Spanish isn't particularly good if it is Spanish. So I don't know is the answer. Now this looks fake as hell. Okay. Until, and you know what I'm going to say, until the black orbs are visible. And then it's no longer fake in my opinion. So the only thing that we'd need to do in videos like this is confirm that the orbs are there. And people that use CGI, I guess that they might get clever and start adding them in, but I can't see why anyone would want to. So it's really, really hard to see, folks. If you didn't see the orb, it's absolutely fine. I'm going to try and show you. I actually was looking at this video yesterday and my missus walked in and interrupted me midway through a video, and I was going to include it but I ended up cutting it out. But when I stopped it as she came in, I stopped it to talk to her, and I stopped it right on the orb, and it was the one time that the orb actually came past. And I bet I can't find it now. I found it and I'm sure it was here. And I remember saying to myself, "Oh, you know, that might have been it." But it comes right past the camera. That one, maybe not. Yeah, it comes. Maybe a bug. I'm fairly sure there's something around here, and I stop it right in the moment, and it was just an amazing stop. Because I then realised that this was actually a potential real one. And it does move fast, folks. It does move fast as well. Did I capture it there? I think so, yeah. It's really hard to see. It's like a dark smudge. Like I say, this dark... See? It's not much. Definitely other movement up there, folks, and we might see it more clearer now. No. See if I can't find it for you. It's absolutely wailing down outside now, folks. So we're going to have a little bit of thunder and lightning. Where is it, folks? Where is it? I'm sure I did see it. And sometimes this is how difficult it can be. You think you see something, you do see something, and then you can't find it again. Definitely something knocking about in that top right hand corner there. 100%. There you go. Oh, no, that's that. Joe, it's hard to say. That's not a fly. That must be the one, folks. I apologise. It must be the one I'm on about. Yeah, that's not a fly. It's just that translucent orb that I'm talking about. There, that's where I stopped it there, yeah. Yeah, so that's... And I'm pretty sure, like, if he'd zoomed in, he would have seen more, probably on the other side of it as well. Oh, he does zoom in. Here we go. Another one. See how it goes big and small, big and small? I know that resembles a fly, but look. And Gavin, if you're watching, remember like I said about your video, you saw that's a bird. Look how that resembles how that could resemble a bird from, you know, if it was a long distance away like your shot. Dogs are barking like mad. Yeah, so yeah, my opinion, I'm leaning towards real. It's a big old object in the sky, that one. Yeah. It seems to be turning whilst it's just hovering there. If anyone else picks something out, you know, please let me know. It looks like you can almost see through the edges of that triangle. Does look a bit crazy. Shame we don't see it zip off or anything, because that would be the gold, right? That would be the... Yeah. Anyway, folks, on to the last piece for today, and then I'm going to let you know what's coming up next. So this is an ex-CIA agent discussing what's to come. And this was a video from last year. So that's really important, folks. Let's have a good listen.
The U.S. population, at least, and by extension, the world population, into that reality that there is a presence here, and that we need to explain this presence, because if they show up and we continue to do what we did before, previous decades, if they show up, there will be mass panic. But if you understand that these are real, and we have 5 years from 2022, or maybe now 4 years, if they come in 2027, for the U.S. government to prepare the people about what is up there. And in many ways, I think the word got out within the government that they're showing up in 2027, and we better be prepared, and if not, there's going to be a lot of explaining to do. And so I think that dialogue has happened within, inside the government, in certain areas inside the government, that we need to prepare, and that's why in 2017, that set a clock of 10 years. And why Lou Elizondo earlier this year said, you know, just find a hobby for 5 years, and you know, it'll all be out in 5 years. And he said that this year, so that was 2027. And I would say I've heard 2027 in a kind of an official capacity. I can't reveal. So I think I would say that people in the government are aware of something happening, and that there's limited time, a few more years to prepare the people, and that's what's ramping up this acceleration from the previous 7 decades of not even acknowledging it to now we are acknowledging it at a faster and faster pace.
So there we have it, folks. John Ramirez, ex-CIA agent, talking about what's to come in 2027. Just one of, I want to say 4 or 5 at least that I know of. Different people, different backgrounds saying the same thing, folks. So who knows? We're on 2024, coming up to 2025 now. We've got 2.5 years. Just 2.5 years left for this deadline, and then we're going to either call BS or we're going to meet the ETs. So with that bombshell, please like and subscribe to my channel, folks, and please join the Undercover ET-UFO/UAP evidence group. Join it, introduce yourself, and get uploading. If it's any good, I'll share it on the channel. And of course, I need your support on the YouTube channel, folks, Undercover ET UK. Please subscribe to the channel if you support disclosure. If you want me to push it out further in the UK, I'm really all for it. I've seen way too much footage too close to home to not want to do anything about it at this point, folks, and I've invested time and money and effort. So please, folks, subscribe to my channel if you support disclosure and you want me to push it forward. I will do my very best. Tonight, Pontypridd. I'm going to upload some videos from Pontypridd tonight. There's some epic footage in there. It's all been taken from one man, and thank you very much. We're going to get straight into that tonight, folks. All the best. I will catch you on the next one. Bye bye for now, folks.